Hey, what's going on YouTube? This your boy Jamar84 here once again, and we are here to review the second surprise episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. They just decided, hey, we're going to premiere this on Monday, but then sneak peek, bitches, we're going to have episode 2 on Wednesday. Is Jamar complaining? Hell no, because I love the shit. But I'm just like, okay, this is interesting. The second episode was kind of and just really full of stupidity. It was cute at first, but now I'm just like, what? You ever just look at something so ignorant and stupid, you just sit there and just gotta squint at it like this? Like, look, let's go ahead and get into it. First of all, we start off again with Joslyn and Stevie J. Of course, they had a little fight at the end or whatever. They slept it off. They back cool or whatever. And they're talking about, I want to have this big wedding. And I'm done with your shenanigans. I don't know what the fuck a shenanigan is. It sounds like a Japanese word or a Japanese weapon. But Jocelyn is tired of them, whatever they are. And so she's trying to figure out, Stevie J tells me, I've been thinking about having a big wedding, but we gotta take some time. I'm dealing with some stuff right now. Jocelyn is like, why the fuck, we have money. What is taking so long? What are we sitting here waiting on? He pretty much pulls over the laptop computer and shows the pictures and whatnot about Mimi on TMZ. And obviously TMZ was sponsoring this particular episode because their name kept coming up over and over and over again. So, and then they got their website. Of course, they didn't show the actual pictures, but they got their website, the URL, and everything in there. So, she's showing, of course, Jocelyn throws her shade, talking about she's 45 with a goddamn sex tape. And so now this is when Stevie J is like, I got to start thinking about my daughter. I'm like, I guess, but it is what it is. So, next scene, we finally see Carly Red ass. And child, just as every other season on this show, she is doing something just embarrassing for a storyline. She going around talking about some Grammy nominated, Forbes list, and this, that, and the fourth, young jock. I'm like, Forbes? I need receipts. I really need a motherfucking receipt for that shit. Forbes, bitch? I don't ever associate young jock is going down, me in the club, it's going down with Forbes list, bitch. You had that one song back in 2006. If there's just another song that I just forgot about, I don't know, please let me know. Educate me. But a lot of time those rap, trap, urban songs, they all sound the same. They could be Roscoe Dash, Travis Porter, Young Jock, Young Yeezy, Young Peasy, Beezy, whoever the fuck these bitches are. They all sound the goddamn same to me, so I can't tell the difference. But I raised an eyebrow to him being on Forbes. And she wants him to move in because Carly Red talking about some. Wait, is it the same scene? No, it's a different scene. I was about to get ahead of myself. But they're trying to talk about he wants her to move in, and he's kind of like, I don't want to reject you, but I don't want to move too fast. Some bullshit. You know what dudes be coming up with. So here we go with Mimi. And this damn tape, she's trying I never thought that my life would spin out of control so fast and just so quick. I'm like, Mimi, shut the fuck up. You asked for this shit. You had a way out last season when you found out that this nigga wasn't shit. Okay, and then you just decided to come back, and not only did you allow him to come back, but you let him tape your ass, and you gave him the tape, trying to talk about y'all both had a copy. Fuck that. Y'all ain't... Sorry, something random coming across my timeline. But you ain't have no goddamn sense, so I really... You deserve everything that you're getting, bitch, because you just stupid. Stupid. And then now this porn company wants to pick up their shit. Now, child... And now she's sitting up here like, oh my God, what are they going to do? Why should we do this? I have a daughter and blah, 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 blah. And while you're sitting over there, Nico is sitting up here trying to count the checks and put together a budget and a 401k because he doesn't give a fuck about you, your daughter, your image, none of that. He has really nothing to lose at this point because remember, when we first introduced to Nico, he was some big producer, remember? But what happened to that? Anywho, um, so they flying out, they're talking to the goddamn producer and shit, and wait, hold on. Lo and behold, he's talking about they can't find out where the what is it called? They have a disclosure about where they got the tape from. Lo and behold, they couldn't expose Nico. Basically, what that means. And the guy's telling them, we're gonna have like this big premiere party. We're gonna make you all this money. We're gonna do this and that. And I'm like, who makes a premiere party for a sex tape? What we gonna be all sitting up there in our elegant gowns with the damn projector and TV screen, and we're gonna watch this bitch next to us get fucked by her boyfriend? Is that how that's supposed to go? They do that out here in the streets? Okay, y'all about that life? It ain't me. So they let them, I guess they leave them alone to make a decision about signing a contract. First of all, did y'all not hire no kind of lawyer? Because Mimi tried to talk herself into this damn contract, talking about, so you know what, I have two options. I could let them do this for free, or I could make this money and be a businesswoman about the whole situation and make money for my daughter, and so we could be. And then she wanted to have a shred of dignity along with it. Girl. And then the kicker was when she tried to sign the shit. Normally you see people sign, do something like that. Not Nene. Mimi did, I guess, that looked like she just drew a fucking circle in the paper, but it is what it is. But the whole time, through that whole season, they were sitting there talking back and forth between Nico and Mimi. All I'm sitting there, I was just waiting for one of them to forget what they were supposed to say and look back at the producers and be like, line. Oh, I'm supposed to create more animosity. Okay, I got it. Rolling tape. Like, come on. This shit is terrible. It's more so with Mimi than any other cast member. This shit is just so obviously. I mean, I guess we shouldn't talk about it. We know it's scripted and false and all this other shit. But it's just, if you're gonna do it, don't be so obvious. Damn, at least make us think and have some sort of doubt towards this shit. But anyways, Scrappy talking to his mama about the eggs, and she's talking about, I just want to help you filter them out. Bitch, ain't nobody gonna ever be good enough for Scrappy as far as you're concerned. And Scrappy is pretty much like, well, bitch, if you're gonna be sitting up here fucking up my relationships, guess what it's gonna be like when I try to fuck up with yours? And she's like, the hell you will. And he's like, oh, now you have something to say, bitch. Now when I'm about to fuck your shit up, it's not good. But when you trying to fuck with me, everything's all good and dandy. Bitch, you trifling. So we gonna see if Scrappy gonna hold true to that word, because I think Mama D needs a taste of her own medicine. She need to be cock blocked. Kirk and Benzino ask about Rashida. He's, long story short, saying that they ain't having sex. They're sleeping in 2 different rooms. And he's talking about Lotion ain't gonna be his best friend. Child, I feel bad for the Lotion. The AccuView, not the AccuView, the Suave. What's the damn lotion brands? I can't remember. But the last thing I want to think about is we're just going to wipe that mental image from our minds, because, girl, no. And he's talking about he wants a DNA test for Carter. I'm like, what we need to do is DNA test Bambi ass for being in the damn tub with you. Moving right along. Where are we at? Child. Erica and Scrappy meet up. Child, it's so obvious that they just wanted to just move shit off that table and just fuck each other's anxiety out. It was so, obvious. It's like, well, yeah, I'm in love, but I'm waiting on you. It's like, what the fuck does that mean? If you waiting on somebody, y'all clearly just love each other. Y'all just trying to move on to put a Band-Aid over the pain that y'all had to one another. Y'all need to get Inyala. Y'all need to put Scrappy and Erica on Inyala Fix My Life, which comes on to this Saturday at 10 p.m., 9 p.m. Central. Okay? On TV. But they are so obviously still in love with each other, and they're asking, like, dude, are you in love? Was like, are you happy? Did you move on? This, that, and the fourth. when you asking questions like that, you just trying to gauge how they feeling, and just so you can know how you supposed to feel like, because they feeling like, well, maybe I'm not in love and this, that, and the fourth. Then you can kind of push yourself like, hey, I still kind of love you. You want to get back together? But if they in love, you be like, oh, okay, I'm really happy for you. And then they push back, and then they feel all shitty. And which is pretty much how Scrappy felt. Like, Scrappy felt like he was kind of, you know, he felt like she was in love, and he was kind of moving on. He kind of feels some sort of way. I'm like, aw, Scrappy, aw. But then Erica, what the hell? Erica gonna be like, so you cool? You good? So you want to meet my dude? What? Now, you know what? At first, I was tripping. Like, what the? How the hell? Why would? If I love you, if I'm supposed to be in love with you, why would I want to meet the person who's supposed to be replacing me? That's just a formula for fuckery. But then I thought about it again. I'm like, well, maybe you want to meet him only for the sole purpose so that you know who your daughter is going to be around. The man that, because you don't, last thing you know, if he starts being the type of dude who might, you know, if you have daughters and, you know, you're not with their mother and they date other dudes, you just kind of have like that thing in the back of their mind that they might molest them. So I can understand why he may not want to meet them. But at the way he responded, it sounded like he responded like, I don't want to meet the nigga. I still have feelings for you. Why do I want to meet him for? That's going to make me have animosity towards him. So that's how I thought about it. But, you know, there's two sides you can look at it. Child. Carly Red and Young Jock in this damn strip club. She's talking about, oh, what are you talking about? Just taking shots over a woman's ass and this, that, and the fourth. And she's trying to get all angry and jealous and shit. I'm like, you don't need... Carly Red and Young Jock, they did nothing for me this episode. Girl, bye. I ain't even got nothing more to say to their ass. For real. I was trying to make it into something and it wasn't working. I wanted to get to Kirk in this damn DNA test. He said the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Well, actually, no, the dumbest shit that I've heard from him thus far. He talking about some, no, it just looked, everybody's saying that he looked just like Rashida. Rashida spit him out. You know, I'm light-skinned, and I'm dark-skinned, and he's light-skinned. He don't look nothing like me. Let me tell you something real quick, Kirk. First of all, you contradicted yourself, because it's just, Rashida is his mother, so obviously they're going to look somewhat like their mother. And two, let me tell you a little something about the way the genetics works, okay? Genetics works, there is a dominant trait and there are recessive traits. Dominant traits are the ones that are going to be the ones that you can see that are shown outwardly. And recessive traits are the ones that you aren't seen but can be passed on through DNA. So obviously, in this particular case, just because you're dark skinned does not equate to you being having the dominant trait for the skin tone. In this case, Rashida's more lighter brown tone is the more dominant trait when it comes to the genetics that made Carter. Because in my own case, my mother is brown, kind of, if y'all can kind of get the kind of color of my skin, like the caramel color. It's not really dark skinned, but it's not light enough to be light skinned. My dad is really dark skinned, but I'm not dark skinned, so is he gonna need a DNA test on me? Like, you just sound stupid. Like, chill out. Mimi talks to Stevie J. Stevie J is trying to get custody of Eva because she thinks she's on some fuck shit, and he's gonna try to get a lawyer so that she can be like an unfit mother. And then when Mimi walked away, she ain't had no ass. She was trying to say, like, are you kidding? Like, you trying to take my daughter from me? And you know what, Mimi, right now you are kind of crazy. I ain't even gonna sit here and fault Stevie J for feeling some sort of way about it. To be honest, but I don't know if I would take it that far to try to take the daughter from them, but I would definitely have my concerns, bitch. Then the last part I wanted to talk on, because I'm about to run out of time in a minute. Stevie J versus Nico. Child, please. That shit was fucking hilarious. And they were trying to talk about Joslyn's sex tape didn't get picked up and ours did. Who wants to have a sex tape picked up as a sense of pride? Like, that shit is disgusting. And then, did y'all see how security just swooped up like it was a scene? It was like, okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, and rush. You know? And then, like I said last week when I saw the previews for this episode, Nico was trying to talk shit to Stevie J. Then he gonna try to hop over the goddamn gate like Kermit the Frog with his neon green shit on. And did that flimsy ass kick. This dude was like, eh. I can't take Nico. Nico rat face days. I can't take him seriously, y'all. But I'm out of time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in next week's episode. Bye-bye.